Chronicles. I think I got a good spot right there. I think I got a good spot. I think that's good. Let's see. Shalom, everybody. I need to address this real quick. Hey man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me today. Kind of like an impromptu. I would like to say that this is an impromptu Card Chronicles, but I do the Card Chronicles almost every day, so I can't call it an impromptu Card Chronicles. So we're not gonna call it that. But the subject, no, the poll. Do y'all see the poll in your face today? Now, what I'm told about the poll. Now, first of all, Tamika. That's funny, I'm saying to Mika, not to Mika. That's kind of funny. But Mika, I didn't decide to put this shit in my face. But they claim after you vote, you don't see it no more. Like on my phone, I don't see it. But now what I will say is that on my phone, I pay for a YouTube Red, so I didn't even vote. And I don't see it. Maybe because it's my channel. Let me see. I'm gonna switch to Cross the Line Radio. Hold on. Let me switch to Cross the Line Radio. Hold on. Let me see if I switch channel, switch account. I'm gonna switch to Cross the Line Radio, see if it shows up on my face. Hold on. Look. Even when I go on Cross the Line, look, it's not even on Cross the Line. Like, y'all see how y'all don't see it? But it's right here. I can see it on my iPhone. See, I see it on the side. So on my phone, let me see if I close the screen. See, on my phone, I see it at the bottom. See, on my phone, I see it at the bottom. Maybe only some. Yeah, if you can hit I think after you vote, like it said, you could just click the poll after you vote and hit the dismiss button. So maybe you can dismiss after you vote. But I can't get rid of it at all for some reason. Like it won't. It's just in my damn face. Lacum, did you vote, Lacum? Lacum sent it to me. He voted too. I know. But after you vote, does it stay there? Is what I'm asking. I don't know how to get rid of this shit. Maybe it's a way to make you not put the damn poll up. Yeah, this is Z47 right here. This is Z47. That's what this is, Z47. iPhone is the mark of the beast. He said iPhone is the mark of the beast. Nah, because Lacombe got an Android. All right, so I'll take it down after a second, man. Just make sure, yeah, I guess maybe I can't use their feature no more. Who the fuck knows? Let me switch my account back to my account. Let me go back to switch account. Let me go. I think I shared it live. Oh, wait, let me just share this in my broadcast channel on Instagram and Facebook, and then I'll go ahead and talk about it. Hold on. Live now. Yeah, I didn't know. Let me tell you something. This almost feels like talking on not even necessarily the subject, but this back and forth feels like the old conscious community days. I don't know if y'all feel that way, but that's how I feel. Like where this is going now with this whole Guerrilla Hebrew mess is like something that really should just be in the conscious community. If you think about it, like Guerrilla Hebrew is the new Shaka. Like Guerrilla Hebrew is becoming the new Shaka. And you know what I didn't notice until I saw this picture? And when I saw the picture, that's when I noticed he's been gang affiliated since he's been a so-called Israelite. And we have to say so-called Israelite because when I look at this picture right here, right? Now remember, he said he's not an Israelite no more. But when I look at this picture right here, look at this picture. He's claiming Hoover in the picture. It says, it's the screenshot, Hoover's in the MF door. He's claiming Hoover in here. No, not Shaka Amos is in the gang, but I've never debated Shaka Amos either, because except when he came in front of the camp. Coming in front of the camp don't count. Anybody can come in front of the camp. But I used to always say, you know, Shaka had that side lock. And the last video I seen looked like Shaka, looked like Shaka gave up that side lock. He ain't give up them blouses though. Shaka be wearing shirts with the blouse. Shaka be wearing shirts with the blouse all the way down here. They're like, and Shaka's not a bad dude, but the way Shaka present himself outside, like somebody should just grab Shaka to the side and just say, Shaka, don't do that. Like if he's a straight man, I don't know, you know, if you're a straight man, like somebody should grab Shaka to the side and say, hey Shaka, man, I wouldn't dress like that, man. I would, that's not a good look to dress like that. I'm gonna see if I can find a video what I'm talking about. Like that's how Shaka wears shirts. Like see how that shirt low like that? Like women wear shirts low like that. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to address something, right? So of course, when I wake up in the morning, I get messages from everybody. I'm getting messages from everybody. Yo, you got to respond to this. You got to watch this. You got to do this. And I don't know what the video is, but I'm going to tell you. I was expecting the video. I'm not surprised by the video. I'm not even surprised that in the video, there's neither me nor Guerrilla Hebrew in the title. I'm going to tell you why there's neither me nor Guerrilla Hebrew in the title. Is because it's a way for Poetic Flaco to talk about it, but try to keep it on the low at the same time. He got to talk about it because Wack brought the shit to the light. Because Wack brought it to the light, he got to talk about it. But he don't want to bring too much attention by putting Guerrilla Hebrew's name on the subject of being pegged because that's his friend. He told, if somebody could find this video for me, he said that Guerrilla Hebrew was like more important than Christ, or not, maybe not more important, but he referred to Guerrilla Hebrew as Christ. And so his Christ gets pegged in the ass. If somebody could find that video for me, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a free oil, free butter. If you can find a clip where Poetic Flaco is saying this about Guerrilla Hebrew. All right. So I knew that he was gonna say something because of course Wack does it. And in typical Poetic Flaco fashion, all he does is lie in the video. When I say lie, from the moment he opened his mouth, he's lying. So I want to play the video. The video he did was about, let me see. The video he made is about 18 minutes. Now I'm not saying, unless y'all got time, so y'all notice I don't have the phone number in here. So I want to play this video, let y'all hear it, but I want to give some backdrop. Well, I could give the backdrop when he talks about certain points. So I'm going to play the video. He's going to say some things, and then I'm going to pause it with what he says. All right. And so, let me see, do I want to, because I don't want to, because some of the stuff, I don't want to say nothing in advance because I think I'm going to have to just repeat myself. So in this live, it's going to be about Poetic Flaco defending his pegging ass friend. And the pegging friend in question, what I will read to remind everybody, what I will read, where is this at? What I will read is this here. This is what I will read. In case anybody ever forgot, back in the days, Cap, I gotta chop it up with you. You want? I gotta chop it up with you on my channel. We can talk. Yeah, hit me up, Major Level. Just hit me up. I appreciate the super chat. You can hit me up on the gram. My phone number is well, if you got an iPhone, let me know if you got an iPhone or Android. Depending on what you got, I'll give you a different friend, a different number. Yeah, he defending his pagan friend. And y'all might have forgot, so I want to read these messages. So when Ariala, his actual best friend, if anybody has a biggest hater, if pagan ass Gorilla Hebrew has a bigger hater, we would have to all agree that it's Ariala. Ariala was his biggest hater. How do you know Ariala was his biggest hater? Ariala was in Sakari. The woman came to him about her husband, and Ariala didn't even give Gorilla the courtesy of even telling him that his woman was saying this. Ariala went straight to the internet. That's a big hater. Calling me a hater because I'm not letting it slide that you let white men have sex with your wife, that you got pegged in the ass. That's just me standing on code. That's just me standing on principle. That's just me standing on values that the Bible says you're supposed to do. And so the other part before I play the video, so when it comes to like the no jumper, so in this context, the Israelite world is different than the no jumper world. The no jumper world doesn't have the same rules that we have. I believe Adam, if I'm not mistaken, Adam from no jumper doesn't mind his wife getting sexed by other men. So you can see how Gorilla Hebrew being a cuckold is not an issue in the no jumper world. But in the Israelite world, it is an issue. Think about that. So when you notice nobody from no jumper is talking about it's wrong for him to let his wife get sexed by a white man, nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. And so when it comes to the pegging, that's also something that I don't know if that's an issue. Now, I don't know if nobody getting pegged on no jumper, but I do know that in the world, they may not look at pegging, but shout out to No Jumper's fan base. Because when No Jumper put the video out, now see, No Jumper is more gangster than Poetic Flaco. No Jumper is not looking, and here when I say No Jumper is more gangster than Poetic Flaco. Even when Wack and Adam have issues, they don't hide their names behind the titles of the video. They don't do that. Only like a bitch ass nigga like Poetic Flaco wants to hide the names. So when here's what I mean. When watching the content on No Jumper, there was something that Adam did that Wack didn't like in regards to his wife. They didn't hide it. They put it in the title, addressed it right away. That's what you do because content is content. So why would Poetic Flaco go the bitch ass route and not just say, he could have tried it. Now, I'm gonna tell you what he might respond with, but he could have said something like, Gorilla Hebrew's biggest hater, Captain Tazaryach, dick riding or something like that. He could have tried to shame me. But then he'll probably say, no, I didn't want to give Tazaryach no clout because Tazaryach is chasing or clout chasing Gorilla Hebrew. Maybe that's the route he goes. So I just want to highlight that Poetic Flaco didn't even do the title no justice. It was trash. But then he lies. So I want to remind everybody, these are just some of the messages that Ariala exposed that Gorilla Hebrew admitted. So when they talk about this 2 or 3 witnesses, one witness is her, other witness is him. They both admit that the text messages are real. So there ain't no issue of the messages. There ain't no issue of confirming if Guerrilla Hebrew engaged in the messages. What Guerrilla wants us to believe is that he was just fantasizing. What the woman wants us to believe is that it took place. 1 Corinthians 6:9 says, no, let me read this Bible verse. No, this is 1 Corinthians 6:9. This is in the New Testament. 1 Corinthians 6:9 says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. No real man would make himself effeminate for his woman. And then when people say, Cap, at this point, it's old news. Just remember, I just want to remind you of something. Martin Luther King died 50-something years ago. Y'all still talk about Martin Luther King. What Eddie Long did was years ago. People still talk about Eddie Long. When people do things unlawful, especially in the Israelite community, if it's not an Israelite, I'll give you another one. When we talk about IUIC and them letting the African come into their school and unalive Joy Morgan, y'all do the same exact thing for IUIC. Do y'all not realize, Israel, how much you got an Android? All right, that's what I got you. Do y'all realize, to the Israelite community, do you realize how hypocrite you look every time when someone talks about an Israelite and the wickedness that they doing, which this is only 6 months old, that y'all are the hypocrites because you never stop talking about pastors. You never stop talking about gay singers. You never stop talking about anybody and the evil that they do. But when it's one of your own, you say, nah, you got to let that shit go. You know why I won't let it go? It's because somebody has to stand on code about what won't be allowed in the Israelite community. And you Israelites, and when you say, let me put my phone number in the chat. Hey, to Sean Prince 187, can you call 862-224-9027 and tell me what is the exact same thing I'm doing? I would love for you to tell me. Now, if you don't call, and you're just going to troll because I wasn't going to take no calls, and I'm only going to take your call. If you don't call, though, I'm going to hide you in the chat. So if you don't call, I'm not going to take your comments, but I want you to call. Here's my phone number. It's in the chat. I want you to explain to me how I'm doing the same thing. You can't tell me I can't talk about it. Especially when other people are talking. Like, I'm not talking about this. Like, I didn't do this live stream today or yesterday because I chose to talk about it. And that's the other problem. Like, people, well, here's what people want. People want for me to get a phone call that I didn't know about, to be on a live stream that I didn't know about, to then be talked about that I didn't know about, and then I can't say nothing about it. I'm going to read these messages. Somebody said, did he or did he not get paid? I'm going to read these messages. Y'all tell me. Hold on one second. Let me read these messages. This says, I don't know if I have these in the right order, right? So I'm going to try to read these. It says, how you get me in that position? You're a woman. That's a very natural position for you, LOL. You have great posture. You have the greatest posture ever also. Okay, babe. Do you feel awkward? This is something we're going to have to figure out what works best, you know. At first, yes, but not after we got warmed up. But still, the positioning is going to take some getting used to. You made me feel very comfortable and it was enjoyable. Okay, that's good. I was also ready, although it was kind of spur of the moment. Not much prep could have been done. Then it says, okay, what's your feedback? It was good, especially when you stroked. It wasn't as sensual as I thought it would be, but I like how you made it more sensual. I don't know. Y'all decide if that's real or not. So now I'm gonna play, wait, hold up, let me see. So I'm gonna play this video. Okay, I got plug walk. Let me see this brother here. Plug walk, follow back. I just followed him back. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, it's Sean Plant.
What's going on, brother? You said that I'm doing the same thing. Can you break it down?
Yeah, you had just mentioned that you didn't want. Well, first you had mentioned that you wanted to tell, like you needed to let this information be known to the people.
What information?
I'm just getting in tune with this whole.
What information What information you talking about? And just so you know, if I interrupt you, it's not for you to not say what you need to say. I just want to make sure I follow you. So when you say I'm just getting this information, what are you talking about?
This whole Gorilla Hebrew situation, because I've just been watching you for the past several months. So this whole Hebrew situation, I'm just getting caught up about it.
Okay, I got you. So this happened in March. So the initial time that we found out about it, when I'm saying we, meaning like the Israelite community, we found out about this in March, that he was having his wife find white men so that he can watch white men fuck his wife, and that he wanted to get paid. So we found out about this in March. And then once, of course, when they found out, he admitted that the text messages were real, tried to say that it was fantasy. The only issue with that is that they bought pegging devices. The pegging device is a dildo. So they're buying a dildo. His other wives are saying that, one of them got pregnant by a white man. So it's stuff outside of it to where it's not looking like it's real. So based on that evidence, I don't look at it as it didn't happen. I look at it as it did happen. So since
my whole thing,
no, go ahead.
But my whole thing is like, I'm on the outside looking in. I'm looking at both of y'all as Israelites, so I'm pretty sure y'all got contact with each other. Y'all can get in contact with each other. Y'all can communications with each other. So my whole thing is, why bring this out to the internet? Like, why bring this to the
so I'm assuming you think that I brought this out to the internet, right? I did not bring this out.
No, not you personally, but to speaking upon it though.
Okay, if you said you know about Israelites, right?
I know a little something. I don't.
Okay. Do you know us of always speaking about evil that goes on in the black community?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
So is this any different than if I was talking about Diddy? If I was talking about Eddie Long? If I was talking about Donnie McClurkin? If I was talking about Tyler Perry? Is this any different?
Yeah, but those guys are more out of reach, though. You don't. I'm pretty sure you won't have Diddy contact number.
What about Polite? What about Polite? When I talked about Polite, when I talked about Africa Bambaataa, when I talked about anybody, what about them?
I see where you're going with them. So you're saying for you to speak upon this, like this is needed.
Not only is it needed, it's what I've done since anybody has known me. Like this ain't something where I'm finding out this is Guerrilla Hebrew and I got this ill will towards Guerrilla Hebrew and I'm just talking about Guerrilla Hebrew. That's not that. This is.
Now I'm not mad at you for somebody being a part of an organization and they done bad and you out and them out, you checking them about them doing bad. I'm not mad at you at all for that. You know what I mean? One of the things I like to do.
Then what you mad at me about?
Yeah, I like to check dudes upon their BS.
No, then what are you mad about? Then what are you mad at me about?
It's a delivery with it. Because like I said, Cap, like I just started, you know what I mean, getting in tune with you for the past several months and stuff. So what you're doing right now is new to me. You dig what I'm saying? To everybody else, they're used to it. But to me, it's new to it. It's like,
right, but when this was Polite, so
like trolling. I'm like, damn,
this ain't troll. Well, he's not. Well, first of all, Guerrilla Hebrew has never been in ISUBK. I've actually invited him to join ISUBK. Maybe I see now why he didn't join ISUBK. But what I'm doing,
like the whole
but the whole Israelite. I remember a couple years ago, right? A couple years ago, there was this Old Testament Israelite named Nasi Yashavel. He had debated this guy Seti, and we found out that he was molesting kids. I did the same way I'm going at Guerrilla Hebrew is the same way I went at Nasi Yashavel. And here's why it's harder. The reason why it's harder is because of the position that Nasi was in and the position that Gorilla is in. Because Nasi was, yeah. So Nasi, so when the year that I debated Polite, so I debated Polite December 7th of 2013. I think like right around Christmas time, Nasi debated General Seti. I'm saying general so you can know who I'm talking about. I normally wouldn't say general, right? And so when Nasi debated Seti, Nasi got fame. Nobody had known Nasi before that. And then Nasi got famous behind that. Nasi did coming on trial. He was looked at. So when we saw him being something like that, you know what people are going to look at when a prominent person does something in anybody's world, rap world, R&B world, church world, wherever. When somebody's prominent, the people always defend them, but when it's somebody low level, people condemn them. So like the churchgoer, and we find out he doing something wicked, we gonna come down on him. But the pastor, we not. The celebrity, we gonna give him a pass, but the average person, we not. So in my world, when anybody, you could be low or high, we're gonna call it out. For somebody high, I'm gonna call it out more, because why? Our people need to know that we need to do better jobs either observing and better jobs holding our leadership accountable. It's important for that. Polite was able to seduce. You know, people still believe that Polite didn't touch that girl even though they found semen on her. People, when Polite gets out of jail, you know, people still are gonna follow him. You know what I'm saying? So somebody got to be a voice that says, nah, I ain't fucking with him. Somebody got to be a voice. So when it comes to Gorilla Hebrew, it's the same exact thing. And he was somebody I was cool with. Like, he likes to make fun. I saw a video where he said whenever I would come to Atlanta, because he was in Atlanta, I would hit him up and say, yo, I'm in your city. Now, he tried to make it seem like I'm chasing or following him. But what he don't know is that there's an Old Testament Israelite in Atlanta named Gadal. When I would come to Atlanta, I would tell him I was coming to Atlanta. There's another brother named Yawa'al. He's in a group called Sons of Thunder. When I would come to Atlanta, I would tell him I'm coming to Atlanta. There's another brother in the Israel. He's not in the Israelite group, but his name is Tally. Met him on Clubhouse. When I would come to Atlanta, I would tell him I'm coming to Atlanta. Because anytime I go to any city, I hit up people and say, hey, I'm in the city. You want to do something, let's connect. Because that's my profession. That's what I do. Of course. You understand what I'm saying? But he made it seem like I was doing it because I'm chasing him, but I do that everywhere. So that's right. And so now, even when we fast forward to today, the only reason I've been talking about it the past 2 days, so I've been talking about this since 3 days technically, since Thursday, when Wack calls me. So me and Wack have a relationship. So now when it happened back in March, I did tell Wack about it, but I told Wack about this like back in March when it first happened, but I haven't talked to Wack about it since. So Wack is on No Jumper. I don't know that Wack is on No Jumper. As far as he
called you out the blue. Yeah, I know.
He called me out the blue. I don't know that they live. I'm just thinking that they had some space where they all together and we just having a over the phone conversation. I don't know it's live. I don't even know it's live until afterwards. And then afterwards, I go back and watch it, and I'm listening to this nigga say he had to save us or something like that. That's a lie. I'm listening at him saying I'm his biggest hater. I want his spot. I don't know what spot I could want from him when I already had my own spot, my own position. Even the debate thing. The debate thing that they wanted to do wasn't a debate where me and him had a public issue. And it's like, we can only solve this through a debate. At the time that they asked me of the debate, him and Deacon, I don't know if you know anything about Gorilla, because you said no. Him and a brother by the name of Deacon Hakkad, they was the number 1 and number 2 of Sakari. There was another brother by the name of Corey. He has a group called Tabernacle of David. They called me because they wanted to create a space where Israelites could debate each other. And because Israelites don't debate each other for the most part, like now, I think this past year, people have seen Israelites debate each other, but before that, Israelites didn't debate each other. And so they was like, Cap, can you and Gorilla debate? So it wasn't even like a direct challenge. It was like, Cap, can you and Gorilla debate? Because y'all two are prominent and y'all could do it in a way where it won't be disrespectful. That's what that's how the conversation happened. They wanted to create a debate league. They wanted to have debates. They was going to charge people for the debates. They asked me if I would do it. I didn't have a problem doing it. My school was like, nah, that's not the lane that we want you in, where you just debating Israelites and stuff like that. So we want you in the lane that you in, because the lane that the lane that I'm kind of in, like I could kind of go outside of the Israelite world. So that happened. That happened this was like last April or May. After that, we still was cool. They came to my cookout. Deacon, our Gorilla, we had a cookout in Atlanta. They showed up. Sons of Thunder showed up. So it wasn't we only invited Gorilla Hebrew. We invited all the Israelites. So we never had a personal issue. The only issue that was ever out there was when they brought strippers to their Passover. He was in the club, and then he had said some stuff about Commander General Hanna, my leader. But I'm the one that set up the sit down. Like I was coming to Atlanta, and I'll let you talk after. I know I'm talking a little long. So I was coming to Atlanta, and I'm doing a lot. And this is how spur of the moment the shit was. So I'm doing the Car Chronicles like I'm doing now. I said, hey y'all, I'm coming to Atlanta. As I'm talking, I invited IUIC and Sakari to my Atlanta school. I said, we got these issues. I'm inviting y'all to my school. We can work the issues out. He came to my school. He didn't apologize to me. He apologized to Commander General Hanna. He didn't offend me. He offended Commander General Hanna. And so once he did that, we were straight. The only reason we got an issue now is because he doing that fucked up shit that he did. So I'm checking it. Yeah, and I'm checking it, and I'm not letting it go. I'm not.
I could dig it. Now that I got a better understanding about it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at you guys for like on the outside looking in, like, yo, y'all underneath the same flag. Like, why you ain't just? But I understand because he did wrong. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to let the people know that he did wrong because that type of BS can't be held as part of your organization or in front of the people. That,
right.
Yeah, I mean, that type of dude that's presenting himself in front of the people like this. Like, he's really not that.
You know what the Israelites stand on?
It's the same thing with the doctor situation, with his skill situation and stuff, and like with polite as well.
You said with the Malachi York. You said with the Malachi York.
Oh well, him too.
Yeah, but you said doctor.
Who? The other dude.
Who?
I didn't want to say his name, but the dude was with the school and.
Umar. You talking about Umar? Yeah, Umar's another one where, like, and you know what? We know it's crazy. Umar, Polite, York, Gorilla, all are in this particular category, and not that they're special, but that's all like in the same type of realm of the conscious part. But our people,
they went about it a different way, but they still fall in the same category.
Yeah, exactly. But the part that I'm saying they're the same is like our people, we make people idols. Yeah. So Umar is an idol, York is an idol, Polite is an idol, Gorilla is an idol, to where when they do something wrong and don't repent for it, because here's the other part. So the other part was I had messaged him because first of all, he accused me of contacting his wife. That's the part I forgot too. He accused me of contacting his wife when I didn't contact his wife. You see how you called into my live stream right now? His wife called into my live stream. And how the Lord was against it, how I feel like the Lord was against it at the time, was his wife called into my live stream. Now, I don't know which wife it was that called into my live stream, but she calls in while I'm driving. So me and her have the conversation, but the conversation wasn't public because the live, I guess the internet went out, so it wasn't public. And so all I said to her, she was running down, if she was still married to him, she was running down what she had to do. And I said, well, I would have you get counsel from my school, not from me. Yeah. And so she had agreed. I said, well, you can call me. I said, I'm driving from Atlanta. I'm driving back to Jersey. I said, you can call me anytime after, I think I said like 5 or something like that. She never called. Gorilla goes and does a live stream saying that I called his wife. So now I had to do a live stream to show the call log and say how I didn't call. To his credit, he texted me and apologized. And here's how you know who's a hater, who's not a hater. When he apologized to me, he said, I'll do a live stream and publicly apologize. I'm gonna read the text. Because if I was a hating ass nigga, this is what I would have said. So I said, so he said shalom for the record. I didn't lie. Lies are based off intent. I didn't know she called into your show. Regardless of anything, Salakia for misrepresenting you, but the other women showed me UPK Louisiana trying to reach out to her, so I put 2 and 2 together. Either way against Salakia, and if you would like me to acknowledge it publicly, I have zero issue doing so. This is my response. I said, Shalamak, I accept your apology and appreciate it greatly. I leave it up to you if you do or do not. The live stream had ended, or you would have seen that I didn't know it was her until she said so, and move it to the offline because I didn't want to get involved like that. So to move into the offline, if the live stream wouldn't have ended, I told her we should talk about it offline because I didn't want to get involved like that. I said, I did say you should get counsel from General Hyman in that live stream, Lord be with you. His response was, Khan, I would not at all mind counsel from the general. If you can facilitate that, I would appreciate that. I said, yep.
And this is where all this information is out there with him and that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now this is all of this is after all the information is out.
Okay.
Right. And so after that, when I talked to my general said, well, let's give it time. Let's see if he truly repents, truly stops teaching, truly shuts down. Because the last time he had said he was going to shut down, he didn't. So now if he would have shut down, he would have got the counsel. He didn't shut down. That's why he didn't get the counsel. So this ain't no hater thing, or I would have said, yeah, give me my public apology. I would have said that. I didn't have to say that.
I didn't know that was in the play right then as well, neither. Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not only, and here's the crazy part. He said he, right, he said he was stepping down.
So that wasn't even offered to him.
We didn't say, yo, you got to step down. He said, y'all got it. He's supposed to be stepping down. And then the other part was he claimed he had got counsel.
Yeah, I was just about to say that part. I'm like, what about the whole counseling part?
Now he said he got counsel. He said he got professional. Yeah, he said he got a therapist. Now you got to think about it. Are you going to therapy for something you're not doing, or you going to therapy for something you're doing?
That's the first thing that came to my mind as well, too.
You know what I mean?
Because he admitted he said that he had a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole reason that he went to therapy. So you had a problem with it.
So I mean, if you got a problem with it, I mean, you got to be something you doing if you got a problem with it.
Exactly. So it seemed kind of funny. I got a better understanding about it. I was looking at it like, what the hell Cam doing right now and stuff? So
and that's why. And see, I'm a real nigga. Like I don't mind anybody.
What is Cam doing right
But I'm not letting this shit slide. I'm not letting this shit slide. I'm not letting.
the same type of way, Cam. Even in real life, even on the internet, like when dudes do BS on the internet, like you gotta be held accountable for that, bro. Like you be talking like it's some realness, but. Nah, you really going some other stuff. No, I could dig it. We need more
now I'm gonna tell you, because of listen, I get sidebar, right? My general called me. One of my generals called me yesterday, right? And he was like, "You better than me because of like the different lanes and stuff, and I be always cool or calm and shit like that." He said, "You be so calm."
A lot of patience.
Yeah, he said you show so much patience that when you act out of character. That I say, excuse me, when you check somebody or something like that, he'd be like, damn, that ain't Tazaryach. That's what he said. And so I'm saying that to say to you, like when you say I'm doing something different, technically I'm doing something different, but at the same time, I'm doing the same thing. It's just a different subject. So if I'm talking the Bible, I'm going hard at talking the Bible. If I'm talking about black people, what we got to do, I'm going hard about it. This just happens to be a subject of a nigga doing some evil shit. And I'm going just as hard on that subject as I did this. When the shit happened, I remember when, a lot of people don't know, when that shit happened with Bambaataa, I was going hard. I was going strong for Hassan Campbell, for Poppy. Like I had a rally for that brother. I did a protest. I did a protest for Poppy, press conference for Poppy. Did radio shows with Poppy. Brought him on my radio show. Sarnetta too. Me and Irritated Genie did a whole lecture. And I remember when this guy Herman Smalls was trying to let it go, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm saying fuck that, going hard. Like so, me on these type of subjects is not new. What?
I would have thought that y'all knew Hassan Campbell, like the way that.
I never knew him. I never knew. Yeah, I never knew.
Thought y'all knew him.
Yeah, I never knew Hassan. I never knew Hassan before that happened. It was just something that happened to him, and I stood for it. So I'm known for that. Like in the Israelite world and outside, I'm known for like when there's some crazy shit happening, I'm known for getting out there and then standing for it. So this ain't no different. But here's how you know that they're full of shit. Because they got to spin the narrative of, I'm hating on Gorilla Hebrew, I want Gorilla Hebrew's spot, and I'm jealous of him. I don't know why it would have to be. I was talking to this brother, Roe. His name is, he called himself Roe the Chef. I'm talking to him yesterday. And I said, if I'm going to be honest, this is what I said to him, I'm going to say it to you, I'm going to say it publicly. If I'm to be honest, outside of being an Israelite, the most important, not important, but the person that has brought me to the spotlight better than anybody was two people, Sinetta and Polite. Battling Polite has gotten me
put you out there.
Right, battling Polite, because battling Polite was so frenetic, it was such a frenzy that you damn near for a time didn't say Polite without saying Tazaryach, or didn't say Tazaryach without saying Polite. When that crossed the line, word is born. When that crossed the line shit happened, to this day, people still talk about cross the line. Cap, I remember when you said Polite had to cross the line and stuff like that. So when people say that I'm chasing anybody, if Polite was to say, now Polite in jail now, so he can't say this now, but let's say if Polite didn't go to jail for what he in. If Polite was to say that Cap is chasing my name, he would have a better argument than anybody. And even though I would say that he's wrong, he could make the argument by saying, if I never debated you, people might not know you. He could make that argument.
It was him.
Right, because he was the one that was known. Yeah, because nobody, dude, you gotta remember, if you put it back to 2013, I'm only an Israelite like 3 years at that time. Even I didn't.
I didn't even know that.
I started being an Israelite in 2010. Well, excuse me, technically 2009. I got the ISUBK in 2010. We just on the street teaching. So as we on the streets teaching in Harlem, Sinetta came first, Polite came, and then me and Polite battled, and the energy was so wild, we just started having battle after battle after battle after battle. But Polite was a known name in the conscious community. I was not. So if anybody could make the argument of saying, yo, I made you famous or I got you attention, Polite could do that. There's nothing there's nothing that Gorilla Hebrew could say that he gave me anything or that I needed something from him. So I don't understand when they do the whole jealous hate. Excuse me, I do understand. I'm saying it wrong.
The position where you at right now, Cap, some brothers is, a lot of people, they just be just talking because they got the.
Right, exactly. And the last thing I'll say, I do understand why they saying that, because saying I'm a hater will make people believe, and this is what everybody does. Think about this. I remember when Eddie Long was molesting them kids, Eddie Long said on the pulpit, he said, David versus Goliath, and I ain't threw one stone yet. And when he said, when he said I ain't thrown one stone yet, all the people said, yeah, we just gonna wait for David to throw a stone. Eddie gonna throw that stone and Eddie gonna win. He never threw a stone. So when Gorilla and Poetic Flaco say Cap is a hater, people gonna say, yep, Cap hating. They gonna forget all about him getting pegged, him buying the pegging kit, him saying he don't want to listen, Gorilla said he don't want to use no lube.
Cap, on this internet stuff, you gotta continuously, you gotta always keep reminding folks, man. I know, bro. Even some of Cap, they can say that they see the most.
Did you hear what I just said, brother? Wait, but did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what
some people were wrong with that. Cap,
No. What I'm saying is, I'm asking, did you hear what I said when Gorilla said in the text message that he didn't want to use no lubricant?
Oh my God, no, I ain't hear that.
And y'all calling me, how would I hate on a nigga that don't want to use no lubricant?
And that's the dude talking about you two witnesses.
Yeah.
I'm good. That's enough right there. That sounds good, right?
So yeah, but I appreciate the calling, man. I want to get into this video, man. No, but I'm glad you called because I want somebody to call in. You know, I don't mind nobody calling in to kind of challenge the position or something like that. So that was cool.
I got a better understanding, man. I definitely appreciate it.
Definitely.
Shout out to everybody that's in attendance, man. Real talk. Hit that like button.
Definitely, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Hey, man, peace. Hey, man, we got 583 in the chat, man. Let's hit that like. I'm gonna now play the video with Poetic Flaco defending his pegging gay friend. Wait, hold on 1 second. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, Shalom, Cap. How you doing?
I'm good to go. Hey, I need to play this video first before you call, all right? So I just want to do this video, and then you can call back afterwards, all right?
All right, no doubt.
All right, no sweat. All right, y'all. For the record, I'm not taking no calls. I want to get this video out the way. So this is where Poetic Flaco is defending his gay friend that likes to get pegged. Listen, and let me tell you something. It's even gay to watch your wife get effed by another man. That's gay too. You over there, cause what you doing while you watching your wife get effed by another man? What are you doing while you watching? Let that sizzle in your spirit. Jesus Christ. So I want to play this video. Let me find this video. That's why I put the poll up, to make y'all thumb up the video. You know, when you thumb up the video, it helps the algorithm, FYI. So y'all could be nice and thumb up the video. All right, so here we go. So now, some of these things I'm going to say might be repetitive, like I said, because I was just talking about it with the other caller. So this is the cat, Poetic Flaco, who's gonna defend his I don't know what y'all want. I don't know. Listen, I don't really care what you call Gorilla Hebrew. But he's gonna defend Gorilla Hebrew because listen, he titled it "No Jumper Guest Panics After His Secret Gets Exposed Mid-Podcast." Now y'all notice when Poetic Flaco talk about Umar Johnson, Candace Owens, Crips, Bloods, he'll put their name. He protecting his gay friend. He protecting him. And I think that other nigga Brandon look a little suspect in that video too. All right? So now let's play the video and I'm gonna pause and stop at certain points, all right? Let me see. Where's the volume at? Hold on.
Episode Whack 100 walked in.
Okay.
On the recent No Jumper Thursday show, there was a guest called Gorilla Hebrew. Now, during the episode, Whack 100 walked in and proceeded to essentially expose Gorilla Hebrew's big secret to the public, leaving everyone shocked. Here's how everything went down. Gorilla Hebrew is the gentleman on the left. He's a really big deal in the Hebrew Israelite community. He's a chief. He has his own faction. He has his students. He's a really big deal. Now, he has a hater. One can say this is his number one hater, his biggest hater, Tazaryach on your right. Now, Tazaryach don't like Gorilla Hebrew because he feels like Gorilla Hebrew is overrated and people give him undeserved credit and praise, which to me is like the pinnacle of what a hater is, bro.
So that's why I'm going to stop first. That's why I'm going to stop first. He said that I feel that people give Gorilla Hebrew too much credit and praise. You won't find a video of me saying Gorilla Hebrew is trash. You won't find a video of me saying Gorilla Hebrew can't debate. You won't find a video of me. The only video you may find is when I was correcting him about what he said about Ariyah, when he had them strippers at the Passover, When he had the women at the when he was in the club and it looked like it was dollars on the floor. I'm trying to think when else. That's it. But as far as his skill set in debating, you won't hear me say that. I've never said nothing about it. And as far as getting props, I've never said he couldn't get no props. So why does he have to say that? Because that'll make people say, oh, Cap just said, Tazaryach just saying that because he hates Gorilla. I've never had a reason to hate Gorilla. I do hate what he's doing now, but I've never had a reason to hate Gorilla. And this is why you call niggas like Poetic Flaco bitch ass niggas, because only bitch ass niggas that want to thrive off of false content would say that. What I'm saying about Gorilla Hebrew is not false content. He admitted to the text. He's just mad that I won't believe him that it's fantasy. And I don't. I'm going to keep playing.
You hate me because others love me too much. WAC 100 and Tazaryach, apparently they talk. Now, WAC 100 wasn't really aware who Gorilla Hebrew is, but Tazaryach has apparently been talking about Gorilla Hebrew to WAC 100 so much, like he's just talking WAC 100 ears off, that WAC 100 just remembers the name because Tazaryach has mentioned Gorilla Hebrew to WAC 100 so much.
And
I guess Tazaryach is upset that.
I don't think y'all realize how good WAC is at what he does. And what I mean by how good WAC is at what he does, even WAC will tell you I don't talk about Gorilla all the time. I did tell WAC about what happened to Gorilla. And then WAC wanted to know details about it. I gave him the details about it. But WAC remembers everything. WAC always tell you, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do nothing like that. So WAC remembers everything. So when WAC walks into No Jumper and hears the name Gorilla, of course he's going to remember. It had nothing to do with me talking about Gorilla every day. I don't do that. Keep going.
Use the platform Gorilla Hebrew. So he talks off WAC 100's ear. WAC is like, yeah, all right, cool. So when WAC 100 comes to the Thursday show and he hears the name Gorilla Hebrew, he's like, wait, hold on. Tazaryach has told me about you. So then this is where WAC 100 and Gorilla Hebrew begin to have an interaction that leads to WAC 100 getting Tazaryach on the phone for Tazaryach to attempt to expose Gorilla Hebrew.
To be frank with you,
what's his podcast?
He been copying my moves for years, right? That's just real. That's objective. I know as your boy.
He said, Gorilla said, I've been copying his moves. I don't understand. Maybe somebody could help me out to understand that part. I don't know. I don't understand the copying, and I'm not gonna. I won't entertain it. I'm only stopping it because he said it. I just don't understand when it says I'm copying. I just don't understand. The reason he got called out is because he's supposed to be a leader. Thank you. I don't know the reason of the copy. Maybe somebody could tell me what moves I'm copying off of him. All right, I don't get it.
I know, but I'm saying, like, yeah, ain't no.
So, but that's the reality of the situation. So we'll get into it, and then we'll be back cool. We'll
get into it. Something about a broad.
I got you.
What is he talking about?
So what happened is, I ended up putting my broad out, right, cutting her off financially, right. Here's an issue. One of my wives, right. Boom, put her out, whatever. She get with jealous that was around me.
Hold on one second. I want to play this.
A guy that I think is one of like the most impactful. A guy that
Now I'm gonna show y'all why Poetic Flaco is defending Gorilla Hebrew like this. This is what Poetic Flaco said about Gorilla Hebrew.
I think is one of like the most impactful, important men I think in American history, which is Gorilla Hebrew, right?
Yeah.
Where you meet Gorilla Hebrew, you feel like you meet Jesus. He's stoic, he's wise, he's calm, the stature, bro. Like when you meet him, bro, like and you feel the energy and I think in American history, which is Gorilla Hebrew, right?
Yeah.
Where you meet Gorilla Hebrew, you feel like you meet Jesus. He's stoic.
So Poetic Flaco's Jesus get pegged in his ass. Poetic Flaco's Jesus watches white men have sex with his wives. Now you see why he got to defend Gorilla Hebrew. Because his Gorilla Hebrew is Jesus. His Jesus, like his Jesus is sexy Jesus, gay Jesus, freaky Jesus, all kind of Jesuses. Now y'all see why Flaco got to try to attack me, call me a hater, when it ain't hate to biblically say what Gorilla Hebrew is doing is unlawful. Come on, man. So now Poetic Flaco got to sit in the room. Poetic Flaco got to sit in the room and tolerate hearing whack, because now, and here's why I love motherfucking whack. Because if that was not whack, they would have put him out the room, but you can't put whack out the room. So now they all got to sit there and hear whack, have a conversation with Gorilla, call me. I don't even know it's live. I don't even know that it's live. Right? I'm sorry. I don't even know that they're live when Wack calls me. Wack called me, I answer. So Wack, they got to sit there and hear me say, Gorilla said, how you going to hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with? And that was the nice part of the text. What about the part of the text when Gorilla say, I don't want no lube? Meaning he want that shit in his ass raw. Like, listen. Just leave me alone. That the best thing, Gorilla, if you're listening, or if anybody like Gorilla, tell them niggas to just leave me alone. Because this don't bother me the more that this gets talked about. This don't bother me. I don't have a wife that's getting fucked by another man that I'm watching. I don't have a wife that I bought a pegging kit for. I don't have text. Listen, I got some text messages now, but ain't no text messages where anybody that reads my messages is going to say Tazaryach is suspect. If anything, they going to say, I see why Tazaryach got wives. This is not bad for me. This is not bad content for me. Is this unnecessary content? Yes. If you want to say, Cap, do you have to talk about this? No, I do not. So if you want to go with this unnecessary content, yes. But is this content that is going to bother me? No. But just understand, Gorilla, the more that you let yourself believe that I'm a hater of you because of your position, and then you let your Brandons, your Poetic Flacos, or whoever else run with this narrative that I'm hating on you because of your debate skills, because of your position, or anything, the longer this gets talked about, the more information is going to come out. And right now, your information was only in the Israelite world. It wasn't in that world until Thursday. Now, the more you do it, because here's what I did since you want to play this game. Your wife, that ex-wife, publicly commented on the No Jumper video, said she was the one, and I commented and said, contact me. Now, she ain't contacted me yet. But if y'all want to play this game where you want to defile or lie, because I'm not lying on you. I'm not lying on you when I say that you did them messages. You just mad that I disagree because you want me to believe that it was fantasy, and I do not. No man, I don't know straight men. I'm going to say it again. I don't know any straight men that would sex play like that. I only know gay men that sex play like that. It's facts. So it ain't up to me to tell nobody to stop. I don't need nobody to stop. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Somebody, Solar says, seem like a lot of closet brews around here. I don't know about a lot, but I ain't gonna say there ain't none. So it's up to you. I could do this shit every day. I could do it every other day. It does not bother me any other way. Somebody said that would be a great interview. What's the interview part? I ain't see the part about the interview. Can y'all retype that? I ain't see the part about the interview. And this debate, Gorilla Hebrew would never get a debate from me. Now, he didn't get a debate back then because, as we said, and here's the proof of how you know I'm not chasing Gorilla if I was. Because if I was chasing Gorilla, if I wanted Gorilla's spot, if my school wanted Gorilla's spot, when they approached us with this debate, we would have just took the debate. But now it's like, that's the perfect way to do it. Because for sure, when I go look for debates, I go look for a name. Like I just debated Andrew Wilson, that's a name. I contacted Wack to say, hey, Wack, get me on Vlad, that's a name. Wack said he's gonna get me with Nick Cannon, the video is out there, that's a name. So I do want to get the truth out there. I do want to go in spaces where interviews can be had, where we could talk about, shout out to Real Life Joker, Real Life Street Stars. I was just on the blue couch. I didn't need Gorilla's name to do that. Just think about that. I'm chasing him, but yet me and Real Life Joker, which I was just texting him. I was just texting him to do a part 2. So now as I'm doing that, why do I have to be jealous of anybody to do that? So I don't know. So I'm gonna play some more. Let me see some more of this. Because there was something else I wanted to play.
Jealous that was around me, hatch an entire plot, come out, try to expose all kind of bedroom business, etc.
Verbally or visually?
Text messages and verbally. Okay, right?
So she had audio.
Yeah, she had no audio. She had no audio of me.
She just her talking.
Her talking,
and
right?
Texts from you.
And now, mind you, she let spin narratives on Texas. She never gave context. She never did none of that, right?
But what did the text say to make
imagine you and your girl talking about all manner of freaky, right? Fantasy life, right? So when I made my fantasy, we talking about freak off type, right? Now, Captain Tazaryach has now turned this into.
Stay Smart says, stay on top of this pause. That's crazy work.
Sexual. There's no homosexual talk. There's no talking me with a man, a child, anything like that. It's all about me.
Listen, Judah made a good example. He said Ariella got the full details of all this and seemed like he was butt play, because if y'all don't remember, Ariella, now if there's anybody, like I said earlier, if there's anybody that's an actual hater, it would be Ariella, because Ariella was in the school with Gorilla. Like, me and Gorilla is cool, but before that Cooley debate, me and Gorilla never did anything together. We never did anything together before that, and that was by accident. Me and Gorilla have never had a planned debate, a planned live stream, a planned anything. As a matter of fact, I don't know if y'all remember when I checked all them Israelites one time, all of them. I remember I checked all them Israelites at a Blackity Black event, and at the end of it, Gorilla came to me and said, I was right. Gorilla, I mean, if we keep it 100, Gorilla is just mad at me because we was cool and how hard I'm going at him. Pause. That's facts. And I understand. And see, me, I'm a man. I know what real man shit is. And I understand why he would be mad at me, because we was cool. And it's like, damn, why you going so hard? And I explain this all the time. The reason why I go so hard at Gorilla Hebrew is because this is the third incident. He calls himself a chief priest, and the people that look up to him has to stop. And like Warren 3149 says, there's no respect of persons. And I gave him a pass 2 times. I gave him a pass with the ass over. I gave him a pass with that club shit. I'm not giving him a pass this time, because now this is who you are. Let's say if anybody does something, there's nothing wrong with giving somebody a pass the first time that they do something, even the second time. But at what point do you say, I can't do that no more because I can't trust you? How can you trust Gorilla Hebrew now? He say he got counsel. How do we even know that shit? And then when you see him out there hooving, no disrespect to no Hoover Crip, Hoover gang, I'm not sure what that language is like because I'm not from that area. But when I see an Israelite, that say he's an Israelite, say Hoover's in the door. Now just feel this. He got fringes on his t-shirt and throwing up Hoover gang signs. I'm going to say it again. He got fringes on his t-shirt and throwing up sets and claiming Hoover. Did y'all hear? I don't even think y'all peeped when at the end of the video, when Wax says, wait, let me hold on one second.
Right, whatever.
There's something else I want to play on this.
You're not supposed to come to the internet on your brother. You're not supposed to come like
here.
You're not, and then Wack 100 remembered all the stories. Now Wack begins to kind of like line it up on your brother. You're not supposed to come.
Now he says
you're not.
He says you're not supposed to come to the internet on your brother. That's a lie. That's not true. What you're not supposed to do is, if you know something, you should go to the brother first. Once it's on the internet, then it's on the internet. You just addressing it because it's on the internet. And we all woke up in March to that being on the internet. Let that sizzle in your spirit. But there was something else. Hold on. Because he says something like, hold on.
But I'm not ready to say that anything you do with a woman in your marriage.
Oh, this is what I want y'all to hear.
I don't believe you could really.
One here is this. Nobody's factoring in.
You is pre-existing?
No. My size is a pre-existing thing.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
We know when you.
So that's why that.
We know you know what you're supposed to do.
No, is that so?
Can you explain how you gonna hit me with something?
Listen again. So that's where that statement came from. But again, this has never occurred. She wanted to get a pagan device.
She wanted to get a pagan device.
Ever peg me?
That's
Nobody asked
Can I please?
Hold on, listen. No, damn all that.
I'll be real. And
Look,
maybe
watch what he say. Watch what he say.
Bro. I'll be real, bro. I don't believe you. I don't believe you could really do anything homosexual with a woman. I'm sorry, bro. I just don't believe. I don't believe what you do. Okay. If it involves a woman, I can't call it that, bro. I'm sorry. Maybe this.
Now y'all see why I say, in their world, hold up. Damn, somebody just sent me this text message. This is Guerrilla Hebrew. Y'all see that? I'm going to read the caption. PSA, I come in peace, but please don't play with me. I'm half Hoover, half holy. Pray with me. And y'all talking about I should stop. All you Israelites that's defending this nigga. This nigga said, I come in peace, but please don't play with me. I'm half Hoover, half holy. Pray with me. Do not the Bible says, can two walk lest they be agreed? Does not the Bible says, do not be lukewarm? I would rather you be hot or cold. Lukewarm, I spit you out. And this is the nigga that y'all been trying to defend. All y'all seen from March, when we found out, is that the Lord is spitting this nigga out. He was tired of the ass over. He was tired of the strippers being in the club. He was tired of, remember, and again, I have to make this disclaimer. I'm not saying this to defame the brother, but to make a point. Guerrilla Hebrew said Deacon Hakad was the one that liked to get pegged. Now, I do not believe that. I believe that he's saying that because, of course, Deacon left him So he's just saying that. He presented no evidence. He just said it out of his mouth. But here is why I'm saying it. The fact that you could say that out your mouth to represent something that another man was doing in your school and you did nothing about it is why that school is getting destroyed. Is why that school is no more. Is why Gorilla is no more. That nigga said, this is his post. He's a half Hoover, half holy. Half Hoover, half holy. This y'all man that y'all telling me I gotta stop talking about. What's the difference between him and Tazaryach? Tazaryach, aka the man that they said was the comforter. What's the difference? Tazaryach got prominent, said he was the Holy Spirit, led dozens of people out the truth. Gorilla Hebrew got prominent, getting pegged in his ass. Now he's half Hoover, half holy. What is half Hoover? How are you in the game? And this man, Poetic Flaco.
Right? It's flexible.
This nigga's
it's flamboyant.
right.
But I just don't believe. I don't believe what you do. Okay. If it involves a woman, I can't call it that, bro. I'm sorry. Maybe you can say it's creative. Right? It's flexible. It's flamboyant.
Listen. He said you can call it flexible. That is crazy work. He said maybe you can call it flexible. Your woman banging you in your ass. This is Poetic Flaco telling y'all that it's not gay if a woman pegs you in your ass. Now I want to play y'all this video because Wax says something. I don't know if anybody paid attention to this clip when Wax said it. So let me go to the video. Let me go to videos. Let me go right here. I want to show something. I want to show y'all something, right? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Was his sincerity of his so-called apology.
The nigga. So
Let me say something for the record, though.
What?
Let me say.
Hold on.
Actually doing that shit.
And here's the problem too. Nobody's trying.
Now listen, I simply been coolly. This is why, and he not ready.
I want to play something.
Texted to satisfy and appease her sex.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. I had to send myself a video. I want to see if this video has what I'm looking for. I had to send myself a video. I want to see if this video has what I'm looking for. Bear with me 1 second, y'all.
He wanted to watch a white dude have sex in my life. So did you text that you want?
Now she's the one. Her. That's not for me.
So what did you say to her when she asked you?
We just was having sexual conversation. My man. That's it.
You was being
So there's a part. I want to see if I gotta see if I can find this. Hold on.
You fucking with me.
How you gonna hit me with something bigger than I hit you with? You're saying this is her fantasy. She says she wants to peg you, right?
Yeah.
And then what you do is you allow her to have her fantasy because it turns her on.
Exactly.
And then you say the things that turn you on. This is what you say.
Exactly.
You never had any intentions of allowing her to do that.
Fuck no.
So my question to you is, today, is there a change, or you still exercise what you exercise with your woman? Will you?
I'm not with that woman.
No, but I'm saying, will you allow another woman to insinuate them type of things?
No.
Because you learn from it.
Of course.
And you was only doing it because that was her turn on. So what he's saying is, he texted.
Bear with me 1 second, y'all.
We got to get context because before she got with me, she was a lesbian 7 years. So this is where.
Us debating them. That's why I got time.
Okay, but Tazaryach, Gorilla Hebrew.
We know that.
What you mean by debate? You ain't talking about that. You don't bring. Wait. Listen. You don't bring it to. But
I'm gonna have to find it. In the debate, so Wack asked him a question that you don't see how that's in the realm of homosexuality, and he says no, and Wack says that's the problem. That's what we gotta fix. When Wack says That's what we. Hey, give me 3 more minutes. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on, give me 3 more minutes.
He been copying. Now we're opening up a large rabbit hole. So here's what we have to understand. There's no saying you
and
don't.
I'm gonna be real for the record, and I'm not saying you are, but you ain't.
Of course.
But I will tell you this: if you switch roles, if a got a text messages coming from a man to a woman, and says, "How you gonna hit me with something that's bigger than what I hit you with?" Okay, that is insinuating penetration.
Now, Wack. Now, hold on. Now, listen. Now, Wack. Listen. Yes. I'm with you. Now we're opening up a large rabbit hole. So here's what we have to understand.
Yo, when he says now we open up a large rabbit hole, that is fucking crazy to me, yo. When he says now we open it up a large rabbit hole. Hold on, let me see if I get some more. Hold on.
No context being given to anything, right? So now there's no.
Wait, Cap. Do you agree? Cause see, I'm on a mission with this, right?
I'm with you.
Do you agree that your fantasies that was shared through text with your significant other was in the lane of homosexuality?
Hell no. Because I don't want to have sex with no. I don't want to have sex.
That was shit.
I'm gonna play this part. I want y'all to listen. Don't listen to when Gorilla Hebrew says hell no. Listen to Wack's response. I want y'all to listen to this good. Watch this.
Just
right. So now there's nuance.
Do you agree? Wait, Cap. Do you agree? Cause see, I'm on a mission with this, right?
I'm with you.
Do you agree that your fantasies that was shared through text with your significant other was in the lane of homosexuality?
Hell no. Because I don't want to have sex with no.
You heard Wax say it? You heard Wax say it? Watch he say it again.
Was in the lane of homosexuality?
Hell no. Because I don't want to have sex with no. I don't want.
You heard Wax say that? When he said, do you realize that what you was expressing with your significant other was in the lane of homosexuality? Gorilla Hebrew says, hell no. Wax says, that's where we got to get fixed at. Poetic Flaco, though? Let's look at this gay-ass nigga. Let's look at Poetic Flaco. Poetic Flaco said, where he at? Let me go to my history real fast. I don't want y'all to think I made up about Poetic Flaco. This is what Poetic Flaco said.
It's flamboyance, then I can't call it that. I'll be real, bro. I don't believe you. I don't believe you could really do anything homosexual with a woman. I'm sorry, bro. I just don't believe. I don't believe what you do. Okay. If it involves a woman, I can't call it that, bro. I'm sorry. Maybe you can say it's creative. Right, it's flexible, it's flamboyant, but
flexible. Flexible
in your marital home.
Listen, man, flexible is crazy work. Now I'll let people call in. I don't know how long I'm gonna do the live, but I'll let people call in. So the phone number is open: 862-224-9027. Anybody want to call in? Now is the time that you can call in. The number is pinned to the top. I'm gonna put the number in the chat just to remind y'all. So if anybody want to call in, you can call in. So Poetic Flaco can make every... Man. Hold on 1 second, caller. So Poetic Flaco can make as many videos as he want. Gorilla Hebrew can say whatever he want. There is no hate, no jealousy, none of that. This is all about a priest of God, according to... This is about a chief priest of God, according to him, getting exposed for watching his wives get fucked by white men, get pregnant by white men, him getting pegged by his wives. He's a Hoover, and that's not tolerated in the Israelite community, and I'll never stand for it. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Shalom, Mike. It's your boy D right here.
All right, hold on, D. Hold on 1 second. Caller, hold on. All right, go ahead, D. What's your question or comment?
No, it's comment.
Well, hey, 779, you gotta wait your turn, brother. Just wait your turn.
Oh, my bad,
no sweat, brother. I appreciate it. Hey, caller, hold on a second. All right, so I'm gonna call. So the first caller is D. So I just do the calls in order. If y'all could just stay muted while we go. All right, go ahead, D.
Yeah, Cat, I just wanted to tell you, man, I appreciate all the work you do. You know, even when I came into the truth, that you took off the light and destroyed that Egyptology thing, that was a stumbling block to me.
Most High Christ.
Why you so blessed. You've been doing your work. You and your man, Captain Cotter's off.
That's my boy right there.
I gotta go with, yeah, man, like, you know what I mean? People think, but he uses his own, does his own thing. I like Cal too. I gotta go with Captain Carter's on one day, call that. He's dirty, and that's the vibes I got. I grew up in Brooklyn, and I could see through certain cats.
Right.
The truth, I follow the laws, but I could see through certain cats up, like, from school and on. And he's that type of dude. Like, he talks real good. He has that polite and he talks real good. He's flamboyant. He's charismatic. So people like him. People gravitate towards him. But if you really look at that brother's spirit, something's off in him. Something's off, and brothers just don't want to say nothing about it because they have that infatuation with him. And something in Israel that we got to stop. Because I remember y'all used to say, brothers fake Israelites. I used to feel the type of way about it. But then I see what y'all was saying.
Right.
It's about brotherhood. And brothers don't want to check another brother because they feel like, oh, I'm going to fall out with that brother. Or
right.
I'm going to be cool with him no more.
Right.
Not realizing you're going to gain a brother because he's going to get corrected and he's going to love you for it. It's
right.
like a child. Right?
And if you lose him, then he wasn't meant to be your brother.
There we go. So it's like, I love what you're doing because he's not having you prosper in that realm of sin. He's committed adultery, allegedly, and a homosexuality behavior.
Right.
The counsel that he got should have been from an elder, and that elder could have come out and said, not have done. Not go out in the world.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Back when he had that ass over, an elder told him to sit down and get help. And he left that group. He was in the Masharala Unity group that and when that happened, that elder said, brother, you got to sit down and stop teaching. You can't keep doing that with the situation. And he left that group.
God, see, so basically he don't want order.
Yeah, when he say he take counsel, he's bullshitting. That's what people don't realize. People don't know that when he was offered counsel, he left because he thought, fuck that, I'm not doing that.
So that just shows you right there, how can you repent if you don't have the ability to show that you changed? That's what the repent means. So he repented, and I just believe he's trying to get oxygen for something that happened. And
you breaking up, brother. You breaking up. No, you breaking up.
What about now? You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yep.
Yeah, so for him to out his right-hand man is two things I got from it. It's either he's basically saying that so his right-hand man don't say nothing. It's kind of like, I got dirt, you got dirt on me.
Right, that's how it would come across. Hold on 1 second. Who's this?
Yeah, shalom. This is Elijah 7.
All right, hold on.
So that's how I look at it. Or two, is it truth? And he's trying to deflect from him having the heat on him. So there's two reasons why he would say that by his right hand man. Remember, that's not no dude he just picked. That's his right hand man.
That was his number two. That was his number two.
Right. So you're not going to make a statement like that on live. If one, it has no foundation of truth behind it, or two, you try to tell the brother, yo, check what you about to say about me because I got some skeletons on you. You know what I'm saying? But I like that brother's spirit, Deacon's spirit, and I don't.
Yeah, and I just want for the record, because me and Deacon don't have the best type of relationship, so I'm not. This is not any attack at all on Deacon. It's more so about Gorilla. So I'm not accusing him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not accusing him of anything. There's been no information that made it true. It just seemed like a scorned nigga just talk about a brother that was supposed to be his friend. But I'm using that as an example to show how wicked he is, because if he was righteous, he would have put him out when he knew he was doing it. That's the reason why I'm saying it. That's how you know it's not true.
Exactly, because he's like, he don't want the heat on him, so he wants to pivot to somebody else and be like, oh, look at him, y'all, don't look at me. And to me, that's a coward move. Like, if you're a man, you did something, own up to it, fess up to it, fall back, and people gonna love you even more because they're gonna see, okay, a righteous man falls 7 times, you rise back up. You don't sit back there and try to be always strong, play the whole outside the world game to try and get oxygen through side net. And I love how you shut that down and then go to whack, because them brothers are going to judge things through the eyes of their world, which is carnal. I mean, them brothers is in their own world. We judge things through the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. So when we look at him as you a priest, you represent the word of the Lord, you got to conduct yourself.
That's right.
Brother. That's all. I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate what you do.
Appreciate it, brother.
Shalom to you, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Next person in the queue is 779-801.
Shalom, Barakatah.
Hey, Shalom, Barakatah. What's going on,
Not much, Hebrew. I was just wanting to touch on a couple things. I would like to say that I've been watching the ISUPK since like 2013 maybe, and I tried to become a trooper with you guys, and the first person I reached out to was you through email, and you referred me to Marquardt, the Chicago camp, and then I got in contact. He put me with DeBar and Lamont, and I was supposed to have been the trooper and everything, but the things went sideways to where I got locked up and had to do some time and everything. But I just wanted to let you know that I seen that video last night, and I was thinking about all that. And I'm like, how could Cap be chasing Sakari or Gorilla Hebrew when y'all been around a lot longer? Like, I remember when it was camps like even GMS. They're not around no more. I don't see them on the internet at all no more.
Nah, they still on the internet. They still somewhere on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see their videos.
Oh, okay.
I see their videos every now and then.
Oh, okay. But see, even IUIC, that wasn't even a big thing. Nasty Nate, I don't remember them even, having any type of content or anything. Like I could say that y'all are actually the home of the truth. I haven't seen any flaws. These other camps, I've been seeing a lot of flaws with them, like with Nasty Nate, with them letting Africans in their camp. Like that threw me off completely.
Caller, hold on.
Again, the Africans are Hamites, and those are not our brothers and sisters.
Right.
So, yeah.
Hey, now you out of jail now, right?
Yes, sir.
What you gonna do? When you gonna get in class, brother?
I need to start back.
Yeah.
I mean, I just honestly, I just got off house arrest.
Okay.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, don't let that stop you though. Like, don't let that stop you. What I would do, if I was you, I would contact Marquardt or contact DA or DeBar Moth and get it back, because it's as long as we got breath in our lungs, we can repent, get right. So that's what I would do if I was you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Cap. And another thing, I seen the growth. A lot of people, they probably ain't seen the growth of the school. I've seen it. Even with these platforms. I know in one of the prayers after class, we even talk about like God letting us use the internet to get our message out there. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing that you're able to get on these platforms to, get the truth out there, and I've seen how
this exactly go back to New York City, bro.
How Gorilla Hebrew, like how he was breaking down in that video. It's like he's embarrassed because he had a so-called
Caller, hold on.
Saying that people wouldn't see that's homosexual.
Hey, you gotta mute your mic. 760, mute your mic. Thank you. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Like I was saying though, Cap, it's a shame that people wouldn't see that that's homosexual for a woman to even go down on you.
It's
or
a mask.
Like, I mean, you know, play with your butt or anything like that, you know.
Yeah, all that ass
and
play.
it's crazy. Yeah, but I actually think the dude Flaco, ever since I've been seeing the guy, like he gives me that vibe like he's a homosexual. Like, you know, it's just, I mean, he's a big weird dude to me. I'm like, I never liked that guy. You can just tell, like, man, why would you defend somebody that's supposed to be
that's his Jesus. That's his Jesus. The man that you said he called Gorilla Hebrew his Jesus.
Yeah, that was some wild shit, Cap. I couldn't believe that. When you played the video, that threw me off. I'm like, wow, he really said that?
He said that. He called Gorilla Hebrew his Jesus.
I don't know what the hell they got going on at No Jumper, man. You know,
I ain't gonna put that on No Jumper. But I am gonna put it on Poetic.
No.
Pause. I ain't mean to say it like that. That's all Poetic Flaco. That's not me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that wasn't even on the No Jumper platform. So yeah, you're right.
Right.
But that guy, I watched some of his videos, and he's just like a watered down academic. You know.
I don't know too much. But, I don't know too much about him. I just know he does videos on No Jumper. I do know I had told Wack a while ago I wanted to I forgot what it was. I don't know if he was having a debate or said something slick or something like that. And I remember I wanted to have a sit down with him or something. But I still don't know too much about Poetic Flaco. I don't know him like that.
Yeah, that nigga's from like North Dakota or something like that. He's never really been around like real black people like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why he talks and looks like that. You know, he's a weird guy. I mean, if you do your homework on him.
No sweat, I will. But let me get to these other calls now, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Make sure you reach out to my required to bar mouth, all right?
Yes, sir. Shalom, Cap.
Shalom. All right, next person in my queue, the name says Dwight.
Yo. Hello?
Hey, what's going on? Hold on 1 second. Caller, hold on. Go ahead, Dwight. Hey, wait, hold on 1 second, Dwight. The dude Herschel, you gotta mute your mic, dude.
Hello.
Mute your mic. Thank you. No, I can still hear you. Nope, I'm gonna hang up on you. Go ahead, Dwight. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Cap? How you feel, brother?
Feel perfect.
Hey, I'm gonna just feedback on a lot of situations in that video, right?
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, Poetic Flaco, he's a Hamite.
Okay.
So that should tell you a lot about the situation, what he be saying, right?
Okay.
In the Gorilla Hebrew situation, a lot of people ain't keying in on what he said. He said the first word he said was it was a freak off. He was talking about freak offs. That's the same thing that P. Diddy was doing, right? Like, to use that key word is crazy.
You saying he over there diddling? He was over there diddling.
Diddling and fiddling. That is crazy. To use that word, that was something that, like, shocked me that everybody didn't understand. Like, why would you be talking about freak off stuff to your ribs? That don't make sense.
Yeah.
And then, second of all, you did exactly what P. Diddy did.
Oh, you saying with the watching the wife get banged?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why I said, what is he? That's why I said, what is he doing while he watching his wife get banged?
God knows, brother.
Because Diddy was on. We know what Diddy was doing. Because it came out. So what was that nigga doing while he watching his wife get banged?
The thing is, we watching this
Wait,
stuff,
and the other part, here's the other diabolical part. Not just his wife get banged, he wanted a white woman because, he wanted a white man because he wanted the white man to talk dirty and horrible to the black woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part that y'all may not know. Like I forgot a lot. See, and here's why I'm telling Gorilla Hebrew he should just stop, have his people just stop. Because I forgot, like what he's gonna make happen is all of that information is gonna come to the light in that world. Like I just be ad-libbing the shit that I sort of remember, but now when I start remembering it, You know, he wanted that white man to talk dirty. Like, he wanted her to call nigga, had her get a I love nigga, I hate nigga shirt, shit like that. He wanted her to do a lot of weird shit. It's gone, Gorilla, you better tell him to stop. Listen, it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault that you went to no jump on the day Wack does the record. You better tell him to stop, because it ain't going to bother me.
And yeah, Howard got people watching this stuff like this is Days of Our Lives. Or something like one of the new soap operas. So it's like, it's not just us watching this. It's people in the world watching this. It's people in the truth watching this. And people and once it's on the internet, it's on the internet.
Right.
Can't delete it.
It's on there.
So he needs to, like y'all said, man, he needs to just go ahead and disappear, because that's the best thing for him to do at this point. And second of all, you got, I didn't forget that the white boy that you had doing something with your girl, he impregnated your damn rib.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Like, he don't want this
So
shit to
you
come
had to
out.
be doing something.
He don't want this to come out, man. Like you.
It's already out.
I mean,
it's already out, man.
Listen, man. Hey, man. Lord,
that's all I had to say, man. I was just really coming over here to just talk to you and point out some situations, man. I know you got all the facts, though.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. All right.
No problem.
No problem.
Yeah.
All right. Next call in the queue is 201-310.
201-310.
Yeah, 201-310.
Shalom, Cap.
Shalom, what's up, Bob?
Yeah. I've been off your line for a couple of months because my work schedule changed. I used to keep up with you every 10 o'clock. But I scrolled the internet the other day and I see some little stuff. So I'm touching on a couple topics quickly because you have people waiting. Okay?
Come on with it, up.
Yeah, you did. First thing first, when I got into the Israelite community and I was just learning some stuff, this narrative that if you have your wife, anything goes, the fire burn that. If you're not straight, that means you're bent. You're bent. And you can't bring that in front of the Most High. Anything I cannot bring in front of the Most High, that means something is wrong with it. Just like you have some churches talking about you can eat pork. I always ask them if Jesus ever eat pork.
He never ate it.
Okay. So moving along the line, yeah. When I got in the community, that was the narrative, and I always fought against it.
Right.
It's you know?
Right.
All right, going fast now. I see a clip with you have a debate with this guy about nation. And they keep on playing it back. And I said, damn, this debate, you got to go back and cut that guy throat. Because I don't like how it looks and it sounds. Because something wasn't, you didn't put on the other gloves then. You only use one hand glove. So that kind of ruffled my feathers because they keep on playing it back and they say you didn't answer some question. You were shitting some question.
You got to show me what you're talking about. I don't know. Just text me the video you're talking
about. About the nation, you and this, you look like it's an Indian guy. You look Puerto Rican Indian.
And I'm saying that there's a nation, that the nation is race.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nation is the race.
Yeah, but so how they just clip one of your statements and keep on playing it back like he got you. I said this don't look good.
Because don't get anybody. So when don't get caught up in sound bites. Just always just make sure you listen to the whole thing. Anybody can sound bite anything.
Okay. Because I know that nation can be Israelite born
out of the Commonwealth. They're born out of out of Israel, and they just come and visit. They wasn't practicing. They regard as nation also until they start practicing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So back to this thing now with Gorilla.
Caller, hold on.
I have many things to say.
Right, but I need you to kind of wrap. I got. No. I just need, if you could just say your most important thing so I can get to the rest of the callers, brother.
Okay. We should have a committee that really burn a fire a couple days on any group who fall off, because nobody wants to attack or say anything when some group goes off with their nastiness and stupidness. We should have a committee that just run for months, man, and let it be known that that's not biblical. But everybody just stay in their corner and whatever. Next thing is, I hear this thing, everybody poking each other camp. I was watching a video a while ago, and I think it was IUIC, and they say something good about you. So this poking thing must cut out. But I'm going to let you go to the other call. I'm just,
All right, brother. Take it easy.
All right. Bless us.
Yeah, he was a little confusing to me that time. Next caller is 760-532.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Cap?
What's going on, brother?
So I got a question. This is just like, I guess, a taboo, controversial question. Is, do you believe that people like Gorilla Hebrew and Anthony Weiner are people that are infiltrating certain structures? Or do you believe...
Who's Anthony Weiner?
Oh, so what happened with Anthony Weiner? He was like exposed for like sending these weird, text messages to like underage women, females in New York.
Okay.
And so basically, what I'm trying to say is, do you believe that these people that are deviants, the sexual deviants, they infiltrate certain particular either religions or positions?
Here's what I'll say. What I think I could say to kind of sum up what you're saying. Predators infiltrate religious communities because of the comfortability that comes with what they want. So, like, let's say a predator comes into a spiritual community, because people believe that we're all now believing in God and stuff like that. They drop their guard down, and so it's easier for predators to prey on victims that way, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Do you believe that Gorilla Hebrew, like before falling into, I'm assuming, GMS and then Sakari, do you believe he was like this, or do you believe that this was like a situation that just happened to take place after he became a Hebrew Israelite?
No, I think this is, like, what we talking about is the problem. The problem he has, the symptom he has, comes from his childhood. The symptom he has come from something that he saw or was experienced or was exposed to or went through at a young age that he never got fixed. So now we're seeing all the problems that come with that.
I got it. Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
was there anything else?
Yeah, just one more quick brief question. Do you believe Gorilla Hebrew would want to come back as an Israelite?
I do believe that he wants to come back, but the way that he wants to come back, he knows it won't be accepted. Meaning, like, he don't want to come back and not be him. The person he was before he fell. He wants to be able to come back and be the person he was before he fell. He can't be that. He can come back and be a brother. He can come back and just be this cat, like, humble, meek, put him up in a separate space or something like that. But he can't come back and lead men anymore. He can't come back and lead women anymore. He can't come back and be a counselor and all that and debater. He can't do that anymore. Not with what he's done.
Oh, okay. And you don't believe he would start his own movement?
You said I don't believe in what?
Do you believe he would want to start his own movement?
He already has his movement. Sakari is, you heard him say it, Sakari is his movement. That movement is just trash.
Yeah. All right, well, that's pretty much what I had in mind. Thanks for answering.
No problem, brother. Somebody sent me a text. I want to read this text. It says, in my opinion, you would be wrong if you didn't publicly condemn Guerrilla Hebrew's behavior and rebuke him publicly. 1 Timothy 5:20. By condemning his behavior and rebuking him openly, you are helping to protect the spiritually weak babies in Christ who depend on your teaching from the influence Guerrilla Hebrew's demonic sexual deviance. Keep on destroying the spirit of wickedness with your spiritual courage. I appreciate that. Last call in the queue, it says 77. Oh, wait, let me make sure this is the right number. It says 773-562.
Yeah, what up, Cap?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Man, hey, man, what I want to say? I want to say shout out to you, man, for, staying down in this truth, man, because, we need y'all OGs to do that, man, because as you can see, a lot of
I
these
hate
other
that term OG because you calling me old but saying it in a nice way.
Nah,
but I'm just teasing you,
I mean,
brother. I'm just teasing you, brother. I'm just teasing.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Hey, I get called OG. I'm 33. You know what I'm saying?
I don't feel so bad now. Okay, go ahead. I don't feel bad now. Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, man, I was looking at the little no jumper clip of the Guerrilla Hebrew. And man, I used to mess with him. You know what I'm saying? Like
pause. You might want to say pause on that one.
No, yeah, pause. Yeah. Hey, not like that, man. I got my woman right here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Go ahead. I'm listening.
But yeah, man, I don't like bro seem lame now, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we know what you did as the Israelite community and even the Gentiles. Everybody knows.
Everybody know that.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for them to talk about, man, you should have talked about it publicly. No, it's already out, and we need that to get out because that's gonna let you know it don't matter what's your structure, bro. Like, you got to keep these laws, and if you're not, you know what I'm saying, it needs to get put out there. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. No, you are right. Hold on 1 second. Caller, hold on. No, you are right about that because that's the whole point of judgment. The whole point of judgment, like the Bible says, open rebuke is better than secret love. And maybe if he would have sat down, like what made me, I'm gonna tell you, before, and anybody go back, if you go back, before he put, they used to have a back channel called the Gorilla Chat or something like that, and I was in it. And when I took the gloves off, this is when I took the gloves off. 2 weeks after that happened, he put in the chat, do y'all want me to get back on YouTube? And when I saw that, I said, this man is a piece of shit. That's when I took that's when if y'all want to know when I took the gloves off and I made the post, and then I think they put me out of the Gorilla Chat after that. Because once he said that showed me he had no remorse, and he wanted to know when it was going to be safe to come out and start doing his thing again, making his money, doing his debates, doing all of that. And that's when I took the gloves off. I didn't care no more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and honestly, we don't need him as a face, man. He gotta, if he was to get back in his truth, and it's hard because I see him not talking about, man, I'm half Hoover, half.
Yeah, he half Hoover, he half holy. He half Hoover,
like,
half holy.
Most of us really come from the streets, bro. We don't need you to say that because then that's gonna try to get somebody to
because now we all gonna try to balance. You know what he's inviting? You could balance the street life with the truth, and you can't do that. You're either all the way in or all the way out. That's why the scriptures say, I would prefer if you was hot or cold. The Lord hates lukewarm, because what does that do for youth? The youth that's coming up. Oh, I could still believe in this Yahweh and still bang? I could still believe in this Yahweh, still sell drugs? I can still believe he's hurting the truth.
Exactly. He might as well just stay in Christianity. I mean, I hate to say that, but
no,
you know what I'm saying?
You're right. No, he should. He should stay right in fucking Christianity and he'll be fine. Just call himself a Christian. Go back to Jesus, go back to Jehovah or Yahweh, whichever one you want. Just go back to that shit.
Man, hey, and then watching that No Jumper, why dude tried to say, man, he already got killed by God, Logic, and Polite. Oh, what?
But see, bro, I expect that. I don't really get caught up in that. They gotta say that because they gotta make me look bad to make their boys look good.
Yeah, like Christianity is like the biggest drug, bro. It's like that's like because the Most High really got them still sleep, and they don't know they sleep. Like we've been there. I've been asleep. You know when the truth first came to me, like I heard it and then just looked the other way. It went in one ear and out the other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I got in and understood I was really asleep. You know, the Lord put a spirit of deep sleep on me. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but yeah, man, shout out to you though, Cap,
I
man.
appreciate it, brother.
I stay tuned in, man. So yeah, keep going, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. All right, brother. Take care. All right. 269-719.
Shalom, Cap.
Hey, shalom, brother. You have a question or comment?
Yeah, I have a short comment about the whole Gorilla Hebrew situation going on because I used to follow. Well, I wouldn't say I used to follow Gorilla Hebrew, but I used to like listen to him in his lectures, his debates, and teaching on the street and all that stuff. I used to like rock with him. But you know, it's crazy. All this stuff that's going on, I kind of somewhat seen it coming a minute ago. Because when I'm gonna read this message that I wrote him, and I want your feedback on it. But this was back in 2024, February, and I wrote Gorilla this because I was just seeing him how he is moving on the internet. I'm like, Gorilla moving kind of weird. I don't know. So I wrote on this. I was like, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say I respect everything you're doing, bro, from leading a camp and being an excellent teacher. I do have a serious question, though. I ain't saying you be out here on no bullshit. Excuse my language, Cat, by the way, but this is what I wrote.
I understand.
I said, and I'm not coming from no Christian judgmental aspect. I'm your brother. But how do you guys manage to be in certain settings and not fall for the temptation? I'm a former backslider currently getting my mind back in this truth, and I done did some egregious shit while claiming to be in the truth. What do you say to people when they see y'all in certain clubs or bars? Like I said, I ain't judging. You really one of my mentors, bro. And I wrote that to him because I just been seeing him in certain settings, like ever since he moved to Atlanta, I just seen him just becoming more and more secular. I'm like, and then this stuff that came out, I'm like, okay, it makes sense now.
It makes sense.
Right.
If I told y'all, I remember the first time I hung out with Gorilla Hebrew, and the only time I hung out with him, we had went to this bar, and if I told y'all he walked, if I explained to y'all the way this man walked, he walked like he, go ahead, brother, go ahead. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about
just major pause. But like, I remember, but Cap, I remember I was watching this podcast with him and a few of his Sakari brothers. And Cap, the way they was talking on this podcast, I'm like, y'all just sound like a bunch of niggas on the block. Like, y'all don't even sound like men. Not that I'm trying to, like, because, you know, Christians, they want you to sound all churchy stuff. Not that I was expecting them to sound churchy. But, like, damn, like, he said something about, they'll talk about females and stuff, about whores and harlots. And he said, yeah, I've been taking them down through there for the past couple months. And they all just laughed it off. And I'm like, oh, wait. I'm like, wait, what you just say? And I stopped rocking with him when I heard that. And it was a little, like, some months ago. And I stopped rocking with him by then. And then when March hit, the whole thing with him coming out, the pagan stuff, I'm like, oh, my God. Like, my intuition was right about this dude, man. Dude, I knew he was going off, man.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, you can see it. And again, Israelites have to always remember, we're supposed to pride ourselves on holding us to a way higher standard than the world. Yes, and you shouldn't give that appearance of that. My good brother Wack is blood affiliated. I don't know the term that he would call it, but he would always say he would be affiliated. But nobody has ever said I was. As much as I hang with Wack, as much as I'm cool with Wack, as much as I can talk to Wack, nobody is, as much as I'm around everybody, nobody has ever said, Cap look like he's in the world. Cap dressed like he's in the world. Cap talk like he's in the world. I've never gotten that. Only thing I get is, this what I do get, Cap, why do you be with them in the world? I get that. And then I explain to them the reason why I do that is because we got to go fish them up out of here. But I've never been confused as looking like I'm in the world. And we got to remember that. And because we have to fish them, the goal is to fish them to the truth, not them fish us into their truth. Because people don't even realize that's the battle you in. You in the battle of darkness and light. You're either going to give into the darkness or you're going to give into the light. So we have to battle that. And we got to stand on that. So I appreciate the call, brother. Was that it?
I would say this last thing, I'm gonna let you go. But yeah, that was one of the reasons why I had to stop following him, because, like I said in the message, I'm a Hebrew Israelite trying to get back to the truth. I done did some stuff that I ain't proud of. Nothing egregious, but like just regular nigga shit.
Right.
So like I had to stop following him because like I'm not as strong in the truth, and like with me following him, listening to him, it can possibly influence me to just go off and just like you in the last call was saying, he half Hoover, half Israelite. Like, what? I can't rock with him because I mess on it. The word representing Crip and being an Israelite at the same time, and I couldn't even allow myself to do that. So, all you doing, Cap, I appreciate it. I appreciate you that you hold these higher Israelites accountable.
Definitely.
Because they need to be held accountable because he was a priest. Like, it's a certain standard that you got to live by. So I appreciate you for exposing this because it's for our learning, and I'm learning to not be like goddamn religious. So I appreciate it, Cap, man. So long as you can do your thing, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Lord be with you.
Yes, sir. Likewise, shalom.
That's right. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Always remember that the reason why Poetic Flaco is defending Gorilla Hebrew is because Gorilla Hebrew is his Jesus. Poetic
numbers open.
Poetic Flaco said
862-224.
Poetic Flaco said he don't see nothing wrong with a man getting pegged by his woman. And if y'all don't know what peg is a dildo. So a plastic dick. He don't see nothing wrong with a woman putting a plastic dick in her man's ass. He does not call that gay. That's all you need to know about why they making the video about me when Gorilla did it to himself. I didn't do nothing to Gorilla. I don't have no hate for him. I don't have no envy. I ain't jealous. There's nothing that he ever had that I needed. So until next time. Now, if they leave me alone, this will be the last time I talk about it. I have no need to talk about this any further other than like the normal jabs that y'all normally see me do. I have no reason to talk about this any further. So if they leave me alone, I won't say nothing else. Now, what I will say though is that if that woman calls or contacts and exposes because she says she has audio, Lord be with you, brother. But just remember, you wanted this, not me. You did this to yourself. Till next time, Shalom Israel.